Welcome, collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. Guys, I want to welcome you back for another reading. No matter what time of day it is or what day you found this message, I'm super grateful that you're here. Today's date, guys, is Sunday, July 6th of 2025. Wrapping up the holiday weekend here in the U.S. 7:26 on the clock as we begin today's message. Definitely, I find that ironic. There's a lot of sevens going on. You might be seeing 726, 777, 7777, or you might be seeing 266, or any combination of numbers associated with today's date and the start of this message. Definitely check those out in the angel number and gematria meanings in association with today's message. Guys, I'm going to dive right in because I wanted to just get a message out this evening. I'll probably hop on live again if you are viewing this on TikTok. If you're on YouTube, you can follow me over on TikTok as well. And definitely, we do have the subscription tier over there if you'd like to get more in depth and see more content from me. And that is at Ora-gen_lightworker. That's how you find us on TikTok. Definitely, you are welcome to follow us over there. Okay, guys. So today's download. Someone feels like they are not doing as good at things lately, but I heard that you are being draped by the divine. So someone's not feeling like they're doing as well at things, but I heard that they're being draped by the divine. So we're going to look into that. And I got to tell you guys, I did do a pre-pull on this message for today, and it was really interesting. I went into the tarot, and the first cards to come out were the Judgment in reverse and the King of Swords in the upright. So we have fire sign and Pluto energy on the table, as well as Taurus and Gemini energy. Guys, if the message is resonating for you, but the signs are not, take the energy as it resonates. Okay? So what I'm seeing here from the first cards that came out, guys, because I was asking about who this member of collectives is, so that way I can understand more about who this message might resonate with today. So we have a King of Swords, somebody who's truthful, disciplined, honest, somebody who's head over heart maybe. And there's something going on here with them doubting themselves. Something about their inner critic, maybe something that they're not seeing in association with the current challenges that they're facing. And these challenges have to do with how they are feeling internally. Okay? As I pulled some more, I had the Queen of Wands come up in reverse. So I was asking Spirit, okay, so who's involved with this King of Swords upright, feeling less than, or maybe not being able to tap into the full extent of their abilities due to some sort of self-doubt here? And I got a Queen of Wands in reverse, followed by the Magician in reverse. So we have water and fire sign on the table, and air and Mercury. So I picked up there's an energy here that was kind of manipulating in the energy. There's something going on here with an illusion that someone has either been in or has stepped into in association with the way they're viewing things. Okay. There's some sort of manipulation, possibly a narcissistic energy around you, those of you who resonate. And then we had the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, followed by the Seven of Swords in the upright. Sag energy, Capricorn, air sign, and Aquarius on the table. So I did pick up that one of the qualities associated with who might resonate with this message. And it might be two different types of energies going on here that might resonate with today's message. Somebody who's more like decisive, sharp-minded, usually is very clear in their thinking. And then also we have an energy here that's very nurturing, very practical. Maybe somebody who's a parent who maybe works for or provides for a family. But there's something going on here with someone with a Queen of Pentacles energy as well in the upright. Some sort of deception or betrayal. Okay, something going on with some form of trickery here. So as I continue with the pre-poll, what I was able to see is that there's some kind of energy here that has basically been trying to spin an illusion that has affected your viewpoint, the way that you're looking at things. Part of this is coming from inside of you because maybe there was some self-doubt. That's what we saw earlier in the card. We saw judgment in reverse. So that can symbolize some form of self-doubt as well. But it's like somebody played on that to create a bigger illusion, to have you feeling less than about yourself. So I'm just going to ask here, guys, like, what is it that you're feeling less than about so we can further identify who this message might be for? And then we're going to go to the Truth Oracle and just kind of understand a little bit more about like what is happening here. So Spirit, tell us a little bit more about why Collectives is feeling less than, or what this is about that they're feeling less than. Let's see what comes up here, guys. What is Collectives feeling less than about? You might need to go to the Truth Oracle, but let's see what we have here. Okay, guys, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Could be something here with like unpaid debts or something having to do with some sort of power and domination. It's like charity in reverse. It's like giving in reverse. It's like you're not able to give something. Spirit, clarify, please. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Yeah, we have, wow. We have the Nine of Swords in the upright. Looks like this put you in a state of anxiety, maybe hopelessness, worry about some unpaid debts or something you were not able to give. Put you in a state of anxiety. That's really interesting. What's the manipulation, Spirit? What's the illusion that Collectives has been in? Oh, we got a couple cards that flipped here. Something here about your mental clarity, okay, and your new ideas. Ace of Swords in the upright. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I see. Okay. Something here about having to hustle all the time, or maybe feeling like you're having to like live beyond your means. Something here with false success. There's some sort of self-limiting beliefs that's attached to that. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. Something having to do with some secrets or a secret agenda. Or maybe just a general disconnect from intuition. It looks like something happened here that affected your mental clarity, guys. Or this illusion was meant to affect your mental clarity and keep you just constantly working and working and working. Like never really achieving what you want to achieve, almost like a false success. But this was to keep you limited so that you couldn't move forward. And there's some sort of, it's like somebody wanted you to have a disconnect from your intuition about this. Very interesting. Okay, we're going to go into the Truth Oracle, guys. Let's see what's going on with this. Spirit, what is the truth about what is happening here with collectives? What is the truth about this message today? Or anything that you feel like we need to know? See, I'm looking at the Justice card in reverse again. It's like somebody was trying to keep you from experiencing justice in some form about something. Something here having to do with your ability to take care of finances or unpaid debts. Maybe just a general lack of success. Yeah, we have the Stand Firm card in reverse. This is like Swords energy in reverse. Something about you being wide awake, clean, and decisive. This illusion took you out of the King of Swords upright energy. Your mental clarity was affected. I have empty room on the bottom of the deck. No people, the end, opportunity. Yeah, this had you believing that's like there was no way out. That's what I'm seeing here. Due to that lack of mental clarity, you weren't able to see a way out. Interesting. Let's see what else we have here, guys. I am just curious as to like, what is this about, Spirit? No way out of what? There goes the Justice card again. Law in reverse. Lawyer, judge, police. Now, somebody could have been dealing with some sort of legal matters, for sure. You could also be a Libra, okay, because we do have the Justice scales here. But it could also be that maybe there was some sort of legal issue or matter that, and this could be like legal as far as like the law system or the legal system, or this could be legal like spiritual law or earthly law. Either way, it's like somebody was trying to have you in a state of confusion or not being clear-headed about something, to keep you in a space where you felt like there was no way out, there was no opportunity. I see the addiction card at the bottom of the deck. It's in reverse. Maybe there was something you were addicted to or someone was addicted to. Yeah, there's a forgotten person or a core past person or old friend. This was in the upright. There might be a core person at the root of this illusion or associated with this illusion. Okay. I have the home card in the upright. This could be somebody that you're living with or somebody that you live with at some point. It could also be somebody that was close to your family, like family friends or family associate. Yeah, we have the commitment card in the upright. This might have been somebody you were in a commitment with, and that could be an intimate relationship. That could be a friendship. That could be a business partnership. But there's some sort of commitment here that is associated with this energy that kind of puts you in an illusion of some kind. We have talent in reverse. This one talks about somebody who's born with features or personality. This is in reverse. And this key person is the core of the problem. That just popped up, guys. There's a key person from your past or somebody that is close to your proximity who may have been at the root of this illusion that you had been put into. What else do we need to understand about this for collective, Spirit? What is the truth of the matter here? Yeah, you're being encouraged to use your intuition. Okay, we have the intuition card in the upright. That's going to help you to understand what's elusive and what is not. Like what's real and what's illusion. It seems like you were or you are having a hard time with that. There's the sorry card in the upright. This one talks about an unspoken apology and eternal regret. You're being encouraged to use your intuition about someone that wants to apologize. Looks like there might be an illusion there. Yep, we have the breakup card. This is in reverse. Somebody is trying to reconnect in some form, either energetically, face to face, however you take the energy, guys. Because I'm picking up on multiple energies here. that are associated with today's message, that somebody walked away from you, or there was a separation or an end to some kind of interaction with somebody. This could have been, once again, a romantic partner, a friend, a person that you worked with, somebody you had some sort of contract or agreement with. It looks like they want to say sorry and reverse that energy. Okay. Yeah, you were in a cool down period. We have the cool down card, calm, pause, solidification. Something happened here, and you and this energy may have had some time to separate and cool down from one another, because now you're single. We have the single card, isolation, independent, alone. This could mean, as far as relationships go, this could also mean that you are presently working by yourself and you no longer work with a group of people or an energy that you had a contract with, a relationship with, something like that. I see from the single card that you are walking this alone. So you're being encouraged to use your intuition about whatever this energy is, because it looks like, due to this energy not being present or something associated with this energy, it's like it threw you into a certain thought process or a way of seeing things, like you weren't doing good at something, or like you were failing at everything, or like you were doing poorly in general in your life. And what I'm seeing from the tarot and the oracle, this is an illusion. Whether this energy meant to put you in this, or it just so happens that everything associated with this energy kind of threw you into that state. Maybe like I'm picking up like a depressive state, or just like a state of hopelessness. It's an illusion. There is a way out, but what's happening is, due to the energy and the way that you're processing things, that's why you're having this feeling like things are hopeless, or like, how can I, ever turn things around? I can't even do the basic things right, or I'm not doing anything right. It's certain statements that I'm picking up, that whomever resonates with today's message, that you are making to yourself, that's not really in alignment with who you are. Because I picked up at the beginning of the reading, you are naturally a person who would be in a King of Swords upright energy, not reverse, upright. So you're somebody who's decisive, you're clear-headed, you're able to make head over heart decisions. Maybe this decision that you made was a head over heart decision, and it's like you're second guessing yourself, or feeling like, you can't get right, like you're making all the wrong choices. It's an illusion. Let's go over here to Moonology. Let's see something about the time frame that you're in, maybe a shift in the energies, maybe some advice from the universe on what you can do to help turn this energy around. For some of you, you are in the process of turning this around, and this message will serve as confirmation for you. And for others of you, you are still trying to figure it out. That's what I'm picking up. So let's see what we have here. Spirit, what messages can be supportive for collectives? This is sticking right out here. Okay, guys, you're being encouraged here. And thank you, Spirit. Your dreams need a practical plan. You might potentially be a Taurus, or this might be happening, something to shift in the energy by the next full moon in Taurus. So your dreams need a practical plan. There's something coming here, and you need to get back into a state of more mental clarity, because if things are kind of like all over the place, aren't very organized, or that energy of feeling like a failure and hopelessness is the prevailing energy right now, this is why you can't get clear-headed. You're being encouraged to make a practical plan here to help yourself. It's going to help you to feel more clear-headed. It's going to help you to move out of this energy of feeling like everything is in disarray and not knowing how to help yourself. You need to sit down and make a plan for yourself. You're also being encouraged to have faith in your dreams. Something may be happening for you by the next waxing crescent moon, but you are being encouraged to have faith in your dreams. You might be someone who is seeing monarch butterflies, or you may be someone who like has a flower garden or really enjoys being around flowers and being outdoors. So something here about your belief in what you're constantly saying to yourself. If you're constantly saying to yourself, everything's hopeless, there's no point, that's the energy that you will find yourself in. You're being encouraged to have faith in your dreams, but you need to make a solid plan. Also, Spirit is saying, look at the bigger picture. Something may be happening for you by the next full moon in Sagittarius, and also you might be a Sagittarius associated with today's message. So instead of just looking at some of the specific details of what has happened recently that feels like disheartening to you, it's important to acknowledge that, but you're being encouraged not to just be stuck on that. You're being encouraged to look at the bigger picture. So if you make a solid plan, or at least make an effort to make a plan for yourself, that's mental organization, to try to bring some clarity back to your next step and have faith in your dreams, that is, put some energy towards what it is that you're trying to do or what you're working on that's in alignment with what you want to receive, and be willing to look at the bigger picture. Your spirit team, your guides, universal energies may be moving you or shifting you to help you to achieve this. All of this is going to help to raise your vibration and make it more likely for you to hit your goal or your target, or to move out of maybe a way of thinking that has been keeping you in an elusive state. Because what I'm picking up from the reading today, there's some things that happened that definitely had to do with some energies that were physically around you. But I'm not necessarily picking up that all of this is about these energies trying to keep you in a certain state. That might be the case for some of you, but I'm really picking up that there's like a mindset that you got into based on some things that happened here recently that didn't feel in alignment, that felt out of control, that had you second guessing yourself. And so you kind of spun into an energy of self doubt or a lack of self belief associated with what's been going on. And due to that, it kind of threw you into this illusion, of feeling like things are hopeless or not knowing where to take your next step, when normally that is who you are. That is your natural set point. Okay, guys, let's go over here to work your light. I'm just going to pull a card for encouragement here, because that's really the message for today is you all need to make a solid plan. Speak some words of encouragement into yourself. And if you're in a place where you can't do it, if you have a friend, an associate, a companion that will help speak some life into you, definitely sit with them. But you can even just start with saying something like, I understand things have been challenging, but that doesn't mean I can't turn things around. It doesn't have to be a lie. It could just be something that feels a little bit better than whatever you've been saying. And then look at the bigger picture. Definitely you've had successes in the past and you've had things that didn't work as well. So look at that as an opportunity that maybe, I can turn this situation around, or I can create some shift. I just need to get organized. I need to have a goal in mind. I need to speak some words of life into myself. Start using some self-talk that feels more supportive, even if you don't have someone around you to help you with that, okay? All right, guys. Spirit, what's a closing message here for the collectives that can feel supportive, helpful, something that you want them to know to help them with whatever this challenge is that they're dealing with? Let's try that again, because we got a big clump of cards. We just need one, maybe two. I'll take these two. Oh, wow. Something having to do with, I'm picking up your nervous system. I almost brought my Hack Your Nervous System deck today. But, okay, guys, You guys need deep replenishment. This one talks about rest, retreat, and being held. What did I just get done talking about with feeling more supported within yourself? So you're being encouraged to tap into some deep replenishment. Some of you may like sitting by the water, getting out in nature. Here goes the flowers theme again. Some of you might like to sit outside at night and look at the stars, but you're being encouraged to take time for quiet replenishment, okay? And then you're also being encouraged to get grounded. Here we can see an image of someone meditating once again with flowers. Something here about the flowers. This one talks about empaths, highly sensitives, and connect with nature. So if you're empathic or you tend to be more sensitive about energies, it is even more important that you take time to get grounded, guys. And once again, we have somebody sitting outside, night sky, in nature, and we can even see roots extending from the person into the earth. And that's a visualization you can use as well to help yourself with grounding out. So I'm picking up a theme here associated with like your emotional state, your nervous system, your viewpoint, your belief system, something about the way that you're looking at things that is affecting this elusive state that you've been in. In order to pull yourself out of the illusion, you are being encouraged to create a practical plan, okay, some mental organization, to raise your vibration and have faith in your dreams. Speak life into yourself and look at the bigger picture. Be willing to be moved in a different direction to accomplish your goals if it's not working in a certain way. Don't be stuck on doing it one way. Release that and allow the universe to move you. Be fluid like water. You're also being encouraged to engage in deep replenishment. Okay? Use activities or supportive forms of meditation and grounding that help you to feel like you're being held. And sometimes just sitting on Gaia, sitting on the earth and envisioning roots going into the earth can definitely feel like you're being held by the earth. So that could be a way for some of you who feel really connected with being in the outdoors to really tap into this grounding energy. But those are some tools that you guys could use to help yourself to kind of switch or move this energy away from self-doubt or a lack of self-belief into a more grounded state, so that way you can get back to a state of clarity and focus and get back on path in the direction that you want to go. So if there's been some things that have happened in some relationships around you, or maybe with an intimate partner, please know that it doesn't make you a failure because something didn't work. And actually taking on a belief like this is what can put you into a state of illusion. You're being encouraged to allow yourself to release and heal and make a plan for yourself and ground out so that way you can get back on track and move forward. Okay, guys? So that is the message for today. I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me. Definitely, if you vibed out with the message today, please do like, share, subscribe, and hit the all button if you are on YouTube, so that way you get all of the notifications for the messages as they come out, as you don't want to miss your message. And guys, if you're listening to me on TikTok, because this will probably be on both platforms, please do follow me at Ora-gen_lightworker, and you can sign up and subscribe for more content and more specific topics associated with energies that you're dealing with, guys. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have had a very restful and relaxing holiday weekend if you're here in the US. And wherever you are, I am so grateful that you are with me for this time being. Definitely, I will be back with you guys with another message. I'll probably hop on for another live tonight. But until we meet again, sending so much love and light your way. Guys, my name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel.